Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's continue. I think this is the right save file. It has been a while since we played this game. I gotten a little ill over the weekend, so...
Let us proceed.
Yes. Together.
Behold, the others are celebrating us.
So I gotten a little sick over the weekend. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but on Saturday, Sydney was the hottest city in the world. Like, it was hot. And trust me, it was hot. It wasn't so warm in the morning. I went out in the morning, it was fine. It was a little hot, but it wasn't that bad. I can tell you in the afternoon, it was really hot.
I wish you all the best in your new life.
And I mean, it was around like a 3 o'clock-ish. And it was just so incredibly hot. Some parts of Sydney got to more than 43 degrees, which is insane because it's a coastal city. But even other parts of the Sydney, it was a little bit cooler. But 43 is insane.
Today is such a happy, perfect day. So happy.
Rinko?
Because today, Hidaka will die and be gone for good!
Rinko! I'll die. I'll be gone for good. Just like you want me to. I swear. So forget all about me. Just live and be happy!
I won't forget about you! I will scour every last trace of your name from my memory and the world! I want you gone!
My name is... Shimizu Hinako!
You knew how I was, but you kept deceiving me. I hate you with every fiber of my being.
I never wanted this. I never wanted to see you like this, Rinko!
I was such an idiot. You had me fooled the whole time.
I didn't fool you about anything!
Okay.
I'll place a curse on you. You'll never know happiness.
Whether or not you're happy is up to you! I don't deserve any of this abuse! You want to be happy?
Okay,
work for
I don't know how
it.
I
Change your
missed
fate.
that dodge. I was doing pretty well.
You think I didn't suffer? I was jealous of you and Sakuko! I wanted to live like you two! But I've got a new chance at life! And I'm not gonna let it slip away! I'm gonna live my life the way I want to live it! Power.
Alright, that went better than I thought.
I never wanted to see you like this, Rinko. But I'm very happy that in the end, we finally got to tell each other how we truly feel. And now, the name Shimizu Hinako means nothing to you. I hope you find peace, Rinko. Hinako. Shimizu. Shimizu Hinako. Shimizu Hinako. Shimizu. I am Shimizu Hinako.
What's wrong? You are Hinako, of course!
Am I?
You are Hinako!
Yes. I am Shimizu Hinako. Or not.
Exactly. You are my Hinako.
Hinako?
Mom?
Please come home. Dinner's ready for you.
Hinako, are you ready? Will you kill, or will you be killed?
Junko?
Choose death, Hinako.
Why? Does everyone do this? Is everyone a killer? Did you kill too?
Of course. I killed everyone. Father, mother, even you, my precious little sister. I killed my friends as well. Every one of them.
I don't want to die.
You know how dreadful it sounds to hear you say that today. Don't you?
Of course.
I've already told you countless times. This will be the last time I repeat myself. You must decide your future. Today, however, such a decision will come at a great price. Though that cost is only if you survive. If you calmly accept your demise, you won't have to pay the price. Your sister only wants for you to be happy.
Junko! Shu... Rinko...
Okay. This is I use a rabbit charm for the Rinko boss battle because I'm very familiar with her dodge pattern. Once you familiarize yourself with the boss's dodge pattern, the rabbit charm is insanely powerful. It's pretty much a GG once you know how to dodge your the boss's attacks, particularly against certain bosses like the first boss, Rinko's boss battle. The reason it's so powerful is because after you perform a perfect dodge, not only do you get all stamina, you recover all your stamina, but you do a powerful counterattack. Although the counter greatly consumes stamina, you can use the Higashi to counterbalance that, and it works really well with the Suzerain charm, the Swallow charm, and the Swordfish, or the Boar charm. It also works well with the Beetle charm, because counters usually stun lock enemies. It's really, really powerful charm when used correctly. You can play the game basically like how you would play Resident Evil 3. That's why I call it like... Yeah. There's a combination of charms that you can use. I call it the Jill sandwich or Jill's combo.
Just like you said, Junko.
Yeah, it's really
I'm running out
powerful.
of time. Hang on, you two. I'm coming for you.
I'm not entirely sure whether I will be getting the Sacred Sword. I certainly will be getting the I don't know. I don't need the Sacred Sword to get the ending that I want. But I can get the Sacred Sword. I will need to purify it. I don't know if I can get the non-purified the Sacred Sword because I got the red medicine already. So I don't know how much that matters. That makes sense. I'm not entirely sure because the third ending doesn't require you to get the Aguro no Hitosama. The Hoti-sama. In ancient times, when people believed fever were the result of demonic possession, this infusion was considered a miracle cure that was capable of dispelling evil spirits. Though the original formula has been lost to time, historical documents indicate that it took an extraordinary amount of time and effort to prepare. Like, you don't need to get that for the third ending, so I don't know, like, how are we doing for health? I have a lot of kuzu tea. I have chocolate, which is nice. I've got one yokan. I've got a couple of bandages. One bandage. The kuzu tea does give me a lot of comfort, because the kuzu tea is really useful. The kuzu tea is also really strong in the sense that it recovers sanity and it recovers health, so it's not just a health item, and it continues to heal you, which is really good. What charm we got? Yeah, we don't need the crow charm. Let's put on the spider charm. So our weapons last a bit longer. Remember there was a document here somewhere. I could be wrong. Research Journal 405. Okay, the document is here. Regarding the legend of the Sacred Sword. In the Edo period, lightning struck the divine tree, leading people to believe that its spiritual power was lost. They turned to worship the next oldest object, the Inari statue. Thus, the people of Ibusogaka began worshipping Inari-sama. However, the Sacred Sword predates even the Inari faith. If the oldest object was to become the next object of worship, then it should have been the Sacred Sword. In other words, if the Sacred Sword is discovered, it will, without a doubt, undermine the very foundation of the local beliefs.
I'm going to be in trouble if I don't find a new weapon soon.
Okay, you want to do this one? I know how this is done. All right. I'm gonna use that tree as a barrier. Alright, yeah, finally. I was getting a little bit nervous about this. Like, not just nervous, like real nervous about it, too. I like the baseball bat because I can spam the focus attack. The crowbar is good, though. Okay, look, well, we're gonna leave that here. I'm just gonna proceed. Because I still have a lot of durability on my crowbar, so... I'm gonna probably use a Kuzu Tea. Because I'm not really comfortable with the health that I have. Letter to Kumiko. He's really done it this time. That husband of mine is always quick to brandish the knife around when he loses his temper. But this time he went too far. He threw it at Hinako. Did he even stop for a second to think what might happen if he mangled her face before she got married? I just don't know what's going through his head sometimes. Sorry, Kumiko. I know I'm always complaining to you. Bandage. Well, at least we're getting more health, which is not a bad thing, but at the same time, I don't think maybe I'll just keep the spider charm. A rare. Oh, well, there's a Jinzu statue. I mean, you can tell if you see that light, right? You see that light there, right? If you actually have a look at the journal, the Sacred Sword, you see the photo? It's got a light just on the right-hand side. Yeah. Let's read the notes. Clinical trial. It has now been 2 weeks since I began taking Kakura Makakura. I've observed no significant physical changes. If anything, I've been falling asleep and waking with ease. I have lucid dreams an average of once every 2 days. When I do, I feel neither the passage of time nor exhaustion, which allows me to become lost in thought. However, today I was met with startling results. In my dream, there was another version of myself who spoke to me. The character etched into the stone base is indecipherable. What was that? Chocolate? Okay, that's good. I needed that. Like, badly I needed it. I need the chocolate because of how much, okay. Like how great it is as a way to use focus attacks. I didn't use much focus attacks on my first playthrough. It wasn't something that I really sort of used and looked into. But as I keep playing the game, focus attacks has become really useful. Toolkit. Oh, that's good. Oh, great. I can repair my knife. Okay, that gives me a bit more confidence. Yeah, okay. That's gonna do a lot of damage. Yep. The crowbar does similar damage to the knife. It has very high durability, but there is one thing about the crowbar is that it does have a lot of stun power, but it takes so much stamina that I just don't like it. Oh, there you go. Pick up. Dad's old kitchen knife, father's old tuna filleting knife. It's now completely rusty and useless.
Father's knife.
Okay, let's go get the sacred sword. Because we just won, like, literally one statue short. I found a damaged Ojizu town in the mountain. The character etched into the stone base is indecipherable. It seems the residents of the town offered their old kitchen knives and other tools to the Ojinzu-san so they can be put to rest. My ears were met with the soothing chime of bells upon offering the item. This should do.
Come to us. Come to the divine tree. What was I? Divine tree. What is this all about?
Okay, this is gonna hurt. Yeah, I mean, if you stun lock an enemy and you use a knife, it does huge amounts of damage very
Not
quickly.
good. This won't last much longer.
Yeah, the chocolate is such a good item. I'm a little bit concerned about how much health I have. I need a bit more health going into the Shimizu household. But I think this should be okay. I do want to change the crowbar though.
Better take this. Just
So
in
I have a
case.
new weapon. I don't know what to expect. So I'm gonna use the I have to go back to the Divine Tree. Okay. I know you can do it without getting the Sacred Sword. It's not necessary. Like, you can do it without the Sacred Sword. I've done it. Like, you can get a different ending without it. You don't actually have to get the Sacred Sword. But let's get it. Whoa, that's creepy. Okay, hopefully these enemies don't wake up. Because if they do, I'm gonna have a problem. Okay, let's choose home. It's a long way to backtrack. Whoa. Sacred Sword. An ancient sword that harbors a malevolent energy deep within its steel. Even if the blade chips, the mysterious power that resides in it will restore the weapon to its whole and unblemished state. Sacred Sword. While it is seized, is that seized? I don't know how to say that word properly. While it's basically it's inside its cover, The Sacred Sword will recover durability when you attack enemies using other weapons. While you cannot use the Sacred Sword to focus attack, your gauge will remain untouched if you attack while focusing. However, if you are attacked while in this state, you will automatically block the attack and be forced out of focus. Okay, however, if you're attacked while in this state, you will automatically block the attack. Alright. You can perform a counter while wielding the Sacred Sword using R2, so long as a counter is possible, even if you're already in the middle of an attack. Oh, wow. Okay, so this weapon is really powerful. Okay, see how normal weapons you can... See, you attack and the focus gauge goes away. Right, it goes away. So I imagine it's different with the Sacred Sword. Oh, wow. Wow, that's powerful. So you can attack while you're in the focus attack state. So you can just... Oh, okay, it gives you the ability to block, basically. Okay, so like normal weapons, if you go into focus and you attack, the focus gauge just, you know, it doesn't continue, right? It doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't continue, see? You have to charge up until the focus attack. But the Sacred Sword, you can do this. Basically, you can hold the focus button. You can attack. And if you get attacked, you can block. Oh, that's awesome. Now, I don't know if it drains your focus. 2, 3. Okay, let's see the R2. Oh, that's a nice form. Look how much range that has. Okay, let's just... like... Okay, that is a pretty insane range. Yeah, that is an insane range. Look how much range it has on the R2. That means you can attack from such a far away. Right? And... Okay, alright. It even has a second R2. Okay, and it doesn't take that much stamina. Okay, there's no R1, R2 combo. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, alright. Damn, this weapon is insanely powerful. Okay, and the fact that durability repairs is even more powerful. I don't know how to... I don't know how to say that word. Seath? I'm gonna Google it. I'm definitely butchering the pronunciation. I'm definitely doing it. Basically, it's a cover where you put swords and blades in it. I know what it means, but I just don't know how to say it properly. I'm definitely butchering the pronunciation. But man, this weapon is insanely powerful. And I don't need the spider charm. I don't really know if I want to purify it. I imagine if you purify it, you make it weaker. Or maybe you make it more powerful. I reckon you make it weaker. Because you have to do it with a purified Sacred Sword, or without the Sacred Sword. That means, if you do it without the Sacred Sword, it definitely means, in my opinion, that's my opinion anyway, definitely means it's going to be weaker. I think. Oh, it is powerful. It's a very strong weapon. Yeah, I mean... yeah, it's a very strong weapon. Yeah, I gotten all the items. So, I gotten a little sick over the weekend because, yeah, in Sydney the temperature was, on Saturday, it was like more than 40 degrees. It wasn't so hot in the morning, as I was saying before, but it got really hot in the afternoon. Like around 3 o'clock, it got really hot. And I mean really hot. Like, I'm talking about, like, it was just ridiculously hot. And very, very uncomfortable. But it wasn't too bad in the morning, and I didn't really understand it. But in the morning was okay. And another thing that was really annoying was that it was still reasonably humid, so it wasn't... Or I wonder if it could break.
Not good. This won't last much longer.
Yeah, I should have just stuck with the... what do you call it? Okay. Sacred sword. I wonder the yeah. I wonder how long I can keep using this weapon. Like, can I keep using this weapon in town? I don't know how long I can go into town, like how far I can go before I'll be able to come back here. I know the place where you purify it. You have to go up around here somewhere. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm not sure if I'm willing to do it. And the reason I'm not sure if I'm willing to do it, because... yeah, this is the oldest shrine. The reason I'm not sure if I'm willing to do it is I don't think... I think the sword's gonna become weaker. Anyway. Yeah, let's do this.
Thank you so much for helping me. But I'm fine now. From now on, I can take a stand on my own.
Sacred Sword. Oh, what happened to the Sacred Sword puzzle? Let's see what happens. The final one. Why did I say come to the divine tree again? Weird. Okay, so that's the final part of the Sacred Sword puzzle. Okay, restores the durability. Okay, once the sacred sword has been purified, it will no longer provide you with any protection. Likewise, it will no longer repair itself when... I don't know how to say that. Instead, you will need to rely on toolkits to restore its durability. Okay, what happened when it just breaks? Bistro form, awaken, heavy weapons. We know about all of this. Health, stamina. You can use items. Your sanity is linked to the use of focus and psychological attacks from enemies. When not in a state of focus for some time, your sanity will recover to your current maximum sanity. If you're attacked while using focus or use a focus attack, your maximum sanity will decrease. Taking psychological damage will cause your sanity to decrease. Once you have no sanity left, your health will take damage instead. You can use items such as Ramu, Divine Water, or visit Hokura and choose Clear Mind to restore your max sanity. Now, I'm not going to use the Hokura to restore my sanity because I can't use any upgrades or any things from the shrine. If you have chosen casual or story as your action difficulty level, then you can recover both your health and sanity without using faith by visiting Hokura. Also, being attacked while using focus will not cost maximum sanity. Also, being attacked while using focus will not cost max sanity. If you have chosen casual or story as your action difficulty level, both health and sanity. Dojin. fleeing. Okay, so fleeing, the key to survival is knowing when to stand your ground and fight and when to run. You can escape from combat by getting out of enemy sight. When using L2 to focus, your sanity will slowly deplete while your max gauge fills up. Your max sanity will decrease if you attacked while using focus in action difficulty other than casual or story. Once your focus gauge is full, use R1 to perform a focus attack. Your current maximum sanity will decrease, but you will unleash a devastating attack that varies with each weapon. Devastating attack? Not really. And that's about counters. Certain enemy attacks will leave them vulnerable to counterattacks. A visual hint will appear when it is possible to counterattack. When the hint is shown, using R2 to perform a counter. The hint indicates that a counter is possible, will be visible for longer when you're using L2 to focus. If no visual hint is shown during an enemy's attack, that attack cannot be countered. Additionally, hints will not appear while Hinako is attacking or dodging, so keep a close eye on enemy movements. Yes, that's true, but except when you get the rabbit charm, because you can counter after perfect dodging. Also, even if there's no visual hint for attack, as long as you perfect dodge that attack, you can counter it. Only with the rabbit charm. Hakura. Use X in front of the Hakura to see a list of things to do. You can save your progress by going to record. Additionally, enshrine objects within a Hakura will allow you to receive faith. Using faith, you can draw for Obamori, pray to receive various benefits, using a blank MR, clear mind to recover sanity. If you have chosen casual or story as your action difficulty level, then you can recover both your health and sanity without using faith by visiting a Hakura. Map, collectibles, checking objects, examine objects. Yes, we know about this. Yes. Brooch. A very old but valuable piece of jewelry decorated with a delicate fox. With the brooch, you are now able to open doors and boxes bearing the same design. What? You get the same moveset as the... What? You get the same moveset as a crowbar. That's crappy. I don't want to do it. I don't want to use a focus attack. What? You get the same moveset as a crowbar. That's... That's terrible. Alright, I must stick to the crowbar. We don't need to use a sacred sword. Unless we have no weapons, we'll use it. But it's actually absolutely silly to use it because it's just... I thought at least you get the good moveset, like the crazy moveset. Because that is really powerful. And the R2 has huge forward momentum.
I need to hurry home.
Like the R2 has huge forward momentum and it does huge amount of damage. Steel pipe, not really. Not really interested in the steel pipe. I don't like the steel pipe. I don't know anybody really wants to use it. I think the steel pipe is a pretty crappy weapon. Like, it's a weapon that's okay if you don't have any other weapons, but it's probably the weakest weapon in the game. And it has nothing special going on with it. It's not like the crowbar, which is actually really strong, or like the baseball bat, which it's quite unique, where the moveset changes as it breaks.
Wait. This place is still untouched? Blood! He's bleeding! Somebody! Help! I'll go get a grown-up!
Calm down. It's just scared. That's all. It's okay. No need to be afraid. You alright? That's a lot of blood. Gotta get you fixed up.
Thanks.
Are you alright? How dare it bite kids? Beat that thing to death!
I'm Kotoyuki. What's your name?
I'm Hinako. Shimizu Hinako.
I didn't even remember that.
Kotoyuki was one of the names on the board, the blackboard in the classroom. It's also one of the person in the, like one of the doctor's notes. Gashi. Old medical record notes, while the request for emergency transport was being made, I was left alone in the examination room with the patient. During this time, he briefly regained consciousness. When I rushed over and began calling his name, he responded, Kotoyuki. So, that is my name. It's not uncommon for patients with high fevers to experience disorientation. However, this young boy did not show any signs of distress. He remained expressionless, his face like an unmoving mask. His eyes were blank and glassy, not unlike those of a doll. At the very least, I did not note any of the usual symptoms of fever-induced disorientation. Immediately after, he again lost consciousness. As I did not accompany him, I do not know the details of what happened at the prefectural hospital. Although such an episode can likely be attributed to a temporary disturbance in the patient's memory, as a long-practicing physician of Ibusugaka, I cannot help but be reminded of that local phenomena, the fox possession.
Not good. This won't last much longer.
I don't need to use the toolkit. I'll be getting like a knife real soon. Okay. I'm not gonna mess with that enemy with the... Yeah. Okay, let's take a divine water, simply because we need extra sanity. I don't really want to deal with that thing. I could deal with it, but I don't want to. Diary of Revenge. On the 21st, 13 Ibusugaka residents were brutally killed in broad daylight. The police department has yet to find the killer. Kensu Paper Morning Edition, May 22nd, Meiji 13, 1880. This was a truly horrible incident. Police investigations pulled up nothing, and construction on a large-scale dam began soon after, drawing a whole new workforce to Ibusugaka that rapidly developed the town. Before long, everybody had forgotten about the mass murder. I, however, have not forgotten. There is something very peculiar about this incident. According to multiple eyewitness reports, the killer was a giant of a man, over 2 meters tall, who had covered himself head to toe in tree bark and roots fashioned into a kind of armor. On top of all that, he also wore a no mask. He marched around the town preaching the following: "You worship false idols. The foxes lead you astray. Destroy their foul statues. If reverence is not given to the divine tree, then that water dragon shall arise once more to bring calamity upon this land." The man then proceeded to butcher everyone in his path with a katana. I'd wager that the perpetrator was some kind of divine tree faith fanatic. To the followers of the old practices, the transition of faith from the divine tree to the Inari statue is surely seen as an unforgivable act of blasphemy. It is entirely possible that the strange guise he wore was to replicate the giant monk who founded the religion in the Kamakura period. According to another eyewitness report, we also know what happened to the man in his final moments. This too, unsurprisingly, has been made out into some kind of divine happening. A thick fog swept in, and from it appeared a pack of eerily glowing foxes. They circled around the man, surrounding him, and then everything was swallowed by the fog, leaving nothing behind. What a juvenile drivel. Okay, you notice the description of the man? It was a giant of a man, over 2 meters tall, and covered himself head to toe in tree bark and roots, fashioned like some sort of armor. And it wields a big katana. Right? We got an MR. It wields a big katana. What does it mean? Well, sounds like something we know. The first boss, right?
My town. It's nothing but a hive of monsters now.
Right? Doesn't that remind you of the first boss? Okay, that's good.
Fight back. Leave me alone! I'm not going to become one of you!
Okay. Is there any, like, items around? Sometimes there are, like, some items around here. Because there's, like, a boss here. Sometimes there isn't anything, so... It was worth checking around. Yeah, it looks like there's nothing, really. Okay, we got a Higashi. That's, you know, pretty good. I'm not going to complain about it.
Not much further.
It's not exactly what I wanted. I do want more health. Because... Who doesn't want more health?
My weapon's about to break.
Oh, the sickle. Sounds really good to me. Bandage the sickle. Ooh, I think I'll get rid of the crowbar. I reckon that's the best way to do it. I will take a divine water. Why not? I think that's actually important. I have kind of too many weapons, so it's not great. Okay, and we will do the spider charm. Ramo bottle. Yep, let's use that. Okay, could have countered that, but it wouldn't matter. Yeah, okay. Basically, GG.
Not good. This won't last much longer.
Yeah, if you get hit by a focus attack, and then you get hit by the, you know, what do you call it? The knife, it's pretty much GG. The knife is just, it does so much damage, it's so quick. And most of the time you just be able to defeat the enemy.
This place is crawling with monsters. I need to get home.
I don't need the first aid kit. Won't be using any first aid kit in the playthrough. Ramo. Okay. I happily take that any day of the week. Just refuels the focus. Oh, the sledgehammer. No. Yeah. I'll take that. There's an annoying enemy here, but okay. No more. Yeah, the hammer is insane. Like, it doesn't stun lock enemies in certain animations. That they have animations that are not stun, like you can't stun them, but it still does just ton of damage. You get hit, it's like, it's pretty much GG. There's no, like, there's no like what if, you know. And you don't need to hit too many times, just one hit, that's it, on the charge R2. And as long as you charge it for like a reasonable period of time, you will get the hyper armor, and you can just tank through attacks. Chocolate. Oh, that's good. Yeah, nice try, buddy. I'm not gonna fight them. I still have Inari sushi I can use, and the Kuzu tea as well. I don't really need focus attacks. It's not necessary. Okay, there's nothing here. Looks like most of the stuff I want is gone. I've used it. Okay. It's good to know in future playthrough. Maybe just keep some extra remaining items. How quickly does the Sacred Sword charge up? I'm pretty slow. Bandage? Okay, that's good. I really needed health. Is there anything here? No. Okay. Yeah, I just couldn't be bothered to deal with that guy. I deal with that guy now. A rare, let's put that here.
If I don't find a new weapon soon.
I did take a lot of damage, and I also took a lot of I should repair this. Okay. Alright, yeah, okay. The hammer did a lot of damage. More damage than I thought. I still have one toolkit, which is going to be useful. I think I will get the axe later as well. That's going to be really helpful. Okay, that's good. Alright, I've got some extra health. I was a bit nervous before. I wasn't entirely sure what to do. Okay, having extra items does help. So I do have a bandage and a Yokan and still a Kuzuti and 2 Divine Waters. But I do have 4 chocolates, which is really, really nice. Because that does give me pretty much infinite focus points. If I use, well, my focus won't degrade. Right, so that's good. Just checking for any items. I don't remember whether we can get any items. I don't think that we can. But it's worth checking. Yeah. So...
What's going on? The holes, the doors, everything's changed. Why is it? Hello?
Is it the Shimizu household? Hello! This is Okamoto Fisheries. Thank you for your continued...
Hello?
All right. Crush note, apologize. If you don't, I will never ever forgive you. Wonder who wrote that note. Who else but Rinko, eh? The puzzle here will be different. The sword and the fox fought, battling upon a set of scales. After a long and vicious fight, the sword was defeated, and the fox reigned supreme. Taking the blackbird's right hand, the fox showed her the scales in his other hand. Now you must choose, Blackbird. Have you made a decision? Upon one side of the scale was a fox, and the other, nothing.
Does something go here?
Okay, there's only so many combinations, so it's not going to be difficult to figure this one out.
Is this really my house?
Well, Hinako does have a very big house.
Shu? Is that you? It won't open. Hang on.
Calendar. A calendar placed beside the room at the end of the hallway.
What's this doing here? This date. I feel like there's something special about it.
Okay, let's explore the house first before we do anything.
Is
Dried
this
carcass.
some sort of offering? When was this taken?
Okay. Ominous photo. A rather unsettling group photo that hangs in the living room. It seems someone has taken a marker to it. My room, the sword and the fox. Yeah, we read this. Okay, so. I don't know why, but it appears each photo can be rotated. There might be some kind of connection to the writing on the group photo. Yeah, that's correct. Upside down, it just means... wow, I got an achievement. Fate of the Apostate. My father had Diary of Revenge. My father had the courage to call out the town's religious group for embezzlement of local taxes. He died in an accident shortly after, and those crooks claimed it was as Inari Sama's divine punishment. I abandoned all faith and became an atheist from that day on. I don't believe in the gods or Buddha or divine punishment or stupid curses. Instead, I turned to research, and I began delving into the local history of religion and folklore. My goal was to expose their precious faith for what it really was, a bunch of wild tales crafted to suit their manipulative needs and ultimately get my revenge. I write this journal like some kind of final message now due to my steadily deteriorating health. From the beginning of this month, my appetite has drastically decreased. Even after 3 weeks, I still don't get hungry, and any attempts to force down food simply results in vomiting. 2 days ago, I tried to eat some rice porridge to no avail. I threw it up soon after. More concerning was that there was something moving around in my vomit. It was a larvae of a locust. Yesterday I woke in a sudden fit of choking cough. It left an odd screaming and scratchy sensation in my throat and mouth. Turning on the light, I spat out what I had coughed up. It was a grasshopper and a cricket. Surrounding me in my bed, I found another dozen or so insects crawling on the sheets. I had coughed up all these bugs. I can't go to a doctor. If anyone were to see this, they would immediately claim it as some kind of divine punishment. I woke again in the early hours of the morning to a painful fit of coughing and countless bugs spewing from my mouth. They come out of me and crawl up my curtains and scutter across my floor until every inch of my room is covered in a gleaming, withering carpet. I'm nothing more than skin and bones at this point, yet my head feels bulbous and heavy. Whenever I move it, I can hear a dry chittering inside me. My head is full of them now. or maybe they're eggs. I had a headache that felt like my head was going to split open just moments ago, but it went away like it was nothing. My cough and the insects are getting progressively worse. However, I don't think I'll make it through the night. I refuse to believe that this is some divine punishment for questioning the gods, though who in their right mind would believe such nonsense? Emma. Yeah, that's quite scary. I think I might put that here. Bloodstain, who did this? Oh, the axe. I really like the axe. But yeah. Okay, fine. I'll put the bandage here.
This is my parents' room, isn't it?
Divine water. Cool. I collected quite a lot of consumable. That's really nice, because that's going to help me. I wonder what the focus attack of the axe is. Oh, it goes into focus much faster than the hammer. Look how long it takes with the hammer. Yeah, I wonder what it does. Hawk. Okay, it's the same thing as the hammer. I thought it was going to be different. I was obviously wrong.
My house. What the hell's happening?
I don't think I'll get rid of the Inari sushi. I think it's too important. I might use one chocolate because I don't need to use so many focus attacks. So I just have some extra space. Okay, so let's record the game. Oh, wrong thing to do. Alright, I think that's it for today. Thanks everyone for watching. I do appreciate the view. I hope the stream playback uploads correctly. we'll continue again in the Shimizu household. And we got the sacred sword. That's pretty important. And we purified the sacred sword. So the next ending we're going to go for is without purifying the sacred sword. We'll also try to play the game without getting the sacred sword as well. So no sacred sword. Yeah. So no sacred sword. And sacred sword, unpurified sacred sword, and then we'll go for the final ending, right? So we pretty much completed all three things. Didn't take the red capsule, purified the sacred sword, or didn't obtain it. So we'll do one where we didn't obtain the Agora no Hitosama. Here it doesn't talk about the Agora no Hitosama, it just say obtain the unpurified sacred sword. I don't know if that would work. Like if I just reload up my save file from before. Or should I reload one that I didn't get the Agora no Hitosama? Agora no Hotisama. I don't know. And there's a special ending. I know this one you can't take red capsules. And you have to purify the sacred sword, but I don't know what the other conditions are. Alright. Anyway, that's it. Thanks all for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.